Hello and welcome to the channel. In this episode, we present a brief economic profile of the Arab Republic of Egypt, the gift of the Nile. Egypt is located in the northeast region of Africa, bordering the Red Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, Israel, Libya, and Sudan. Egypt is home to the Suez Canal, a crucial waterway connecting the Atlantic and Indian Oceans. Egypt has a population of about 107.3 million people, with Cairo as the capital city. The country's constitution provides for a democratic presidential system, with Abdel Fattah El-Sisi serving as the current president. Despite having one of the biggest economies in Africa, Egypt still ranks as a lower middle-income economy according to the World Bank. IMF data shows slow but significant progress. As of October 2024, Egypt had a GDP of $380.04 billion. This figure represented an annual growth rate of 2.7%, meaning that Egypt's economy grew faster than those of the United Kingdom and South Africa, but slower than those of relatively smaller African economies such as Kenya and Tanzania. The GDP per capita stood at $3,540, which is significantly high when compared to major African economies such as Nigeria, but significantly low when compared to South Africa. Egypt has a public debt crisis standing at 90.09% of the GDP, one of the highest on the continent. In 2023, Egypt had a trade deficit of $8.86 billion, meaning that the value of imports exceeded the value of exports. The country's official currency is the Egyptian pound. As of the 2nd of November 2024, $1 exchanged for 48.72 Egyptian pounds. Egypt's economy reflects the trend among other major economies in Africa, with the service sector being the most productive. In particular, in 2023, the service sector contributed to about 51.6% of the country's GDP. These include services such as tourism, hospitality, and financial services, among others. Notably, Egypt is home to the pyramids of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the world and a major tourist attraction. The industry sector, consisting of manufacturing and mining among others, contributed to about 32.73% of the GDP. The agricultural sector came third at about 10.6% of the GDP. It is noteworthy that Egypt is 96% desert, limiting the availability of arable land to only 3% of the total area. Therefore, while the service sector dominates, the agricultural performance is exemplary. In terms of exports, the mining subsector dominates. Egypt's top 5 exports include petroleum gas, nitrogenous fertilizer, refined petroleum, crude petroleum, and gold. The country ranks 17th globally in petroleum gas exports and 5th in nitrogenous fertilizer exports. These products rank Egypt 59th globally in total exports. If you are enjoying this video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to support our channel. Egypt's imports are not different from those of other African countries. In particular, the top 5 imports include refined petroleum, wheat, crude petroleum, petroleum gas, and medication. These products contribute to the high value of imports, which ultimately exacerbates the country's trade deficit problem. Egypt is facing serious economic challenges that have resulted in high inflation rates and currency devaluation. Some of the primary causes of these problems include the government's high appetite for borrowing, leading to huge foreign debts and soaring interest rates domestically. Additionally, government policies that have fueled money supply expansion also exacerbated the inflation and depreciation. El-Sisi's administration has promised to address these problems through significant economic reforms. The promised reforms target areas and aspects such as industry localization, expansion of agriculture, direct foreign investment promotion, economic empowerment of women and youth, and political openness, among others. We shall be watching closely to see whether the government will honor these promises and spark an economic turnaround for the country. What are your thoughts concerning Egypt's economy and its future outlook? Feel free to comment, including any questions, clarifications, or suggestions.